it's Leontine from Little Lovely Crafts. I'm finally back with a new video on my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to use one of the new products from Fawn, and that's going to be Pool Party. I die cut the largest large stitch rectangle stackables from some Bristol smooth cardstock, and I'm going to attach it to my magnetic board using some dot runner. Then I'm going to place the brick stencil from Fawn on top, and I'm going to use the magnets to keep it in place. I want to go with a softer look, so I'm going to use my distressed inks. The colors I'm using today are salvaged patina, twisted citron, squeezed lemonade, dried marigold, kitsch flamingo and shaded lilac. I'm making a little rainbow here, but instead of starting with pink, I'm starting with blue. After applying the new color, I'm going back to the previous color to make sure that they are blending together nicely. The reveal part is always the fun part, and I love how this looks. I'm going to clean up this mess and then I'm going to work on the bottom of my pool. Again, I die cut a piece of Bristol smooth cardstock, but this time I've used a slightly smaller large stitch rectangle stackables. And for the colors of my distress inks, I'm going to use salvaged patina and peacock feathers. Since this is a pool, what better thing to use than some of that liquid stardust mixed with water. I'm going to splatter some drops on there and use a paper towel to pick up the excess water. For the edge of the pool, I die cut the stitch rectangle frames 8 times, and I cut a piece of acetate to match the size, and this is the second largest frame. On the frame that's going on top, I wanted to use a little bit of color, so I'm just going to use my brush that I just used for the pool bottom. I'm not going to apply new ink, but I'm just going to use whatever's left on the brush, and that gave it a nice soft blue look. Once that piece is done, I'm going to add some score tape, and then I'm going to attach my acetate piece to the back of the frame. I've stacked the 7 frames that are left to see if I like the height and if it's enough for a shaker card, and I think it is, so I'm just going to glue them all together. Now that my background has had some time to dry, I'm going to add that frame that I just created to the top of my pool bottom. And then I just went through my stash of shaker materials to see if I had anything to match the colors and the theme of my card, and I found a few options that I'm just going to check out. And in the end, I only used that little bag, and yeah, it's from Buttons Galore and More, and it's called Island Breeze. And then I also used some translucent caviar beads. I don't want to risk getting glue on my acetate piece, so I'm going to use score tape once again to close my pool. And here are the images that I decided I'm going to use, and I'm just placing them on the pool to see what colors I think look best. Since I'm happy with how the pool shaker turned out, I'm going to attach it to my brick stenciled piece with some tape runner. I could not be happier with how the background and the pool turned out, so now it's time to get out my Copic sketch markers and start coloring. I've listed all of the colors that I'm going to use in the description box down below, and you can also see the caps of the markers that I used on that little purple piece of painter's tape. Don't worry if you don't see that purple piece just yet, it's going to appear with the next few images that I'm going to color. You know how those pool floats always have creases and wrinkles in them? I wanted to recreate that with my Copic sketch marker by adding some stripes in the center of my pool float. Since it's sunny and they're in a pool, I thought my white jelly roll pen would be nice to put accents on all of the images. I'm adhering my images to the pool with my liquid glue tube. and I'm using thin foam squares to pop up those little speech bubbles. Off camera, I added my front panel to a white card base, and now I'm going to show you the last step I always do with every card, and that is placing a logo sticker on the back of the card. And that's it, my card is all finished. I went from a vague idea to a beautiful card that I love so much that I might just make more or keep this one myself. I really hope you enjoyed watching my video. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and I would really like it if you would subscribe to my channel. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you soon. Bye!